on. My door's open. Hello everybody. I'm going to make a YouTube video because I haven't made one in a really long time. So that's what I'm doing. I decided because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately and a lot of them have been relating to these story time videos. And I know I'm like really young, so I don't really have like any really interesting stories probably. But I thought, why don't I tell you one of mine, because I just started thinking about it today. It's probably really stupid, but I want to say it anyway. I have my cat with me. He's in my room with me and he's me sitting on my bed. This is Ezra. He's my baby. He's adorable. Okay, you can go back on the bed now. He likes the bed. So, the video I'm going to be talking about today is when I was in 5K, and around probably up to 4K and I can't think of it. 4K and second grade, I was that kid that did not do anything bad. Like, just like if I broke the rules, like I never broke any of the rules. I was a kid that if I were even asked to break the rules, I would freak out and be like, this is a bad situation. I don't want to be in this. Go away from me. So, I also was that kid that sometimes didn't know what the rules were. So I'd do it, and then people would tell me that's a rule, and then I'd get all freaked out and think I was going to get detention, I was going to get expelled, when really it was probably like the smallest and dumbest thing ever. But, so this one took place, it took place, like I said, in 5K, and in my class, we were in tables. So it was me, I believe, there was two girls and 2 boys at the table, so there was about 4 people, in each table. At my table, it was me, I believe this girl named Kylie, Sam, and a boy named Kevin. Those were the 2 boys, and then me and Kylie were the 2 girls. And, so I sat at this table, and at this time too, I probably should tell you this, is that I wore a lot of sweatshirts. I did not like to wear regular outfits. My mom would pick my outfits for me, but I never could really dress myself. So the only thing I was good at was picking sweatshirts to go with my outfits. So I wore those a lot. And at this particular one, I had worn this purple sweatshirt with this heart on it. It like had a saying on it, but I don't remember what it said. So I remember that I need to tell you guys this too. Also, I used to chew gum a lot. Like, I can't do right now because I have braces, but I have to chew on gum. I just have to keep something moving, because if I don't chew on gum or anything, I get really bored, or I don't know how I can explain this. I just get really bored, or I have to do something with my hands, like how I'm talking like this all the time. So I have to do something with my body or something. It sounds weird, but that's just how I work. So that particular day, that morning I had gotten gum from someone on the bus, and so I was chewing it, and I believe it was mint gum. So, I walked into school with my backpack, and I'm still chewing this gum. So, I put everything in my locker, and it felt like a really nice day. I was really happy. I felt really good. I felt like today was going to be really nice. And I walk into the classroom, and I walk over to my table after I got everything out of my bag. And I sit down, and at this time too, I only had one friend, which is my best friend Sarah today. Because in 4K, I knew everybody; they were all my friends. But for some reason, when I got into 5th grade, no one wanted to be my friend. It's like we never remember. It's like no one had ever met. So, because I hadn't hanged out with anyone that summer, so me and Sarah had just become friends, which I can say another story on how that happened if you guys want. Comment down below if you want to hear that. But, so, I didn't really like a lot of the kids in my grade because they were mean to me, or they were nice, but we just didn't really talk that much. So, particularly these kids at my table, there was one kid I didn't like, and it was Sam. I mean, I liked him, but he was kind of mean to me, but at the same time, he was nice. It was a confusing situation. So, I had come into class, and I still was chewing this gum, and I sat down at my table, and so I didn't really try to hide the fact that I was chewing gum. So, I'm sorry, it's kind of funny to think about now, but at the time I freaked out. So we went through the day, and we were waiting for announcements. We did the Pledge of Allegiance, and my teacher, Miss Shannon, she usually would tell us what would happen that day, like what the schedule would be, what would go out through the day, because it usually changed, like, what we would do first, because that was at the age when you didn't really have to go to specific classrooms for classes, if you know what I'm saying. But, so, the first thing always that day, though, was we always would have specials. So, she would tell us what we'd have for specials that day, and I think we had art or music that day. I don't remember which. So we were getting ready to go, and Sam asks me, like as she's talking, I was explaining this day, he asked me, do you have gum? And I say, yeah. I'm like, yeah, why? And he's like, you're not supposed to be chewing gum in class. And I'm like, what? And like my face was just like, it went from smiling to like this within a few seconds. I was so freaked out. And so I then started panicking. I'm like, oh no, shoot, I'm gonna get detention. I'm gonna get expelled. I'm gonna have to go to the principal's office, because I've never been to principal office in my life, and still to this day, I've never been to it in my life for anything bad. I don't want to start. No. But so I was, again, freaking out. I was sweating, and I kept thinking, I'm in so much trouble. I'm in so much trouble. And so I was trying to catch Sarah's eye, because I wanted to, like she knew when I was, like, panicked or upset. And so I was trying to catch her eye so she knew that something was wrong. But she wouldn't look at me. She kept looking at the wall of the teacher. I don't know why, but she just wouldn't look over in my direction. So finally, the teacher is done explaining everything, and she's like, okay, kids, we're gonna go to art or music. Again, don't remember what one it was. And so we're all getting up, and I'm just sat there. I'm just like, what do I do? Do I get up? Will she notice I'm chewing the gum? So I finally, so I sat there, and she was getting all the kids out, and that's finally when Sarah looked over my direction. She gives me, like, why aren't you getting up look? And I give her my I'm panicked look. And so I don't think she got what I was trying to tell her. So she didn't look over at me. She just kept, like I said, she looked at me, and then she looked away. So, are you okay, buddy? I'm sorry, I have my rabbits out right now. You okay? I think what the heck? Buddy! I don't know what's going on. Hold on, give me a second. Hi, what's wrong? Baby. So, where was I? Oh, okay, so, yeah, so she's getting everyone out, and Sarah walks out of the classroom, and, as the teacher still saw me sitting there, and so I'm, like, deciding still whether I should get up and go to class, or if I should just sit there like an idiot. I chose to sit there like an idiot, and she's like, Nyla, come on, get up, we gotta go. So I get up finally, but I get up, and I was trying to hide the fact that I wasn't chewing gum, but I did in a really bad way. I got up, and I just had that look like, I'm in big trouble. She's gonna find out. And so she walks out and turns the light out, and I walked after her. I walked in front of her, and I kept going. And then I think to myself, and I started thinking, which I don't know why it had just hit me then when I walked out of the classroom, was like a little bit away from the classroom door. I think I should spit it out. So she walked in front of me, so she didn't see me, so I bolted back to the classroom, spit out my gum, and I raced all the way back to the front of the line so we could go to class. And then I went to class, and later that day I told Sarah what happened, and I was, after that point, because it had been then, because I told her at recess, I think it was at recess or lunch, and that was a few hours later, so I wasn't as freaked out, and we kind of laughed about it. But like now, it's just really funny to look back on, because I acted so stupid. Like if I would be in the situation now, I would just be like, you know, if Sam had told me you're not supposed to be chewing gum, I would just been like, okay, and I would have just probably kept just chewing the gum. But in that situation, I freaked out and I acted like an idiot, which makes sense why a lot of people think I'm weird to this day. But that is okay, because I am weird, and I am very proud of that. So yeah, that was my story time video. It was probably not that interesting of a video, but I just want to do one because I think I should try to do more videos more often than I usually do, because I do one like once in a while, and I feel like you guys don't really get what I should be giving you. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. If give me a thumbs up, comment down below if you want, like I said, if you want me to do one about how me and Sarah met, or any other suggestions if you want me to do another story time video. And rate this. So yeah, and yeah. Adios and bye-bye.